What Nibbles? Back in the season room with J-Dawg and L-Dawg, God damn it. And today we're going to be going over, I think she said she just grabbed a bunch of various questions. Didn't show me any of them, but I think she grabbed from random videos again. Didn't pull just one video. I don't think she likes that. She thinks there's not enough good ones on one video. So step up the question asking, God damn it, ask some good ones. That's what she said. Not me. I like them all. Any fucking rate. No further ado. Let's see what she came up with, because yeah, she didn't ask me any of them, so show me any of them. So I'm like, yeah, just give me them because I want them off the cuff. So I give true off the cuff, raw dog as fuck answers. That's why I like it. So you get the most honest response.
Ready?
So what the fuck we got?
This is from Lily Grove.
Yeah, I recognize the user right here. Shout out to you, brah brah.
What do you think of these white supremacy type bands? Does it bother you? Question mark. I have just discovered Argo Listen and I love them. I don't care about the lyrics. It's just the music that counts.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to define all. You mentioned Argo Slant, but when people say white supremacy, like I think that term is getting thrown around way too goddamn fucking loosely. Because people say it about Satanic War Master and shit, and I'm just not convinced. I mean, because there might be a line here and there. Maybe he's just singing about scary topics. You know what I mean? So like, well, that doesn't mean that to me doesn't make you racist and shit like that. Now, if he is, then he is. I don't know, but I always just took it like that. Like I don't look at like for example, early Leviticity and shit. It's pretty fucking appalling to women. I'm not thinking these guys hate women and beat their fucking girlfriends. I never do they. I don't know. I never heard that they did.
The women are usually dead.
Yes, so I'm assuming that Waco Jesus would do the same thing. I never took that personally or offensive, and not because I'm some fucking sexist. I'm like, fuck them, get them, you know. So I just took it as kind of just like a different style of lyrics. And honestly, metal was supposed to be offensive and appalling, you know what I mean, and kind of like scary to the outsiders, right? So I mean, but if it's just a pure fucking racist, hi Hitler, and they're all fucking serious, that's fucking. I'm not offended by it, and I don't really care. Do what you want, because I do believe in freedom of speech, and everybody has the right to do what they want to do. But just generally speaking, I've never been a fan of it because I just think it's fucking stupid. But like for example, yeah, people throw it at them. People are like, yeah, well, Goat Moon, he mentioned this stuff. It's like, yeah, but it was just good black metal, and for the most part, a lot of it was in Finnish, so I didn't even know what the fuck he was saying. And the English stuff, a lot of it was Satanism, and when he was talking about Judaism and stuff like that, because I did go back and read the lyrics, and some people calling it out. I'm like, this just seems anti against Jesus being the king of Jews and shit. And I was like, and I just think he's prideful about his land. So I was like, and it kind of like you said, if they are, that's their problem. His fucking problem. I was like, but the music is damn good, so I just leave it at that. And for the most part, even if you kind of don't agree with the lyrics, like, let's call it like it is. Even the shit that's in English, for the most part, without the lyrics, I can't understand what he's saying anyways. So just enjoy it for what it is. And but yeah, as far as the purposeful fucking white supremacist, like what do they call that? What do they call that fucking black metal? It's on tip of my tongue. No, but what's it called? Black metal. You all know they're all shouting it out at the fucking screen right now. That shitty ass fucking black metal thing. You guys all know I don't even fucking like that crap for the most part. I remember that fucking door fucking knob, Raphael fucking Grease. He started his side project band called Concentration Camp, and it was all about that, just racism. He gave us a CDR of it and shit, and I'm just like, and it was all just, he was racist and intentional about it. And I'm just like, not only do that, forget the lyrical ones, this shit just fucking sucks. So yeah, and as a generally speaking, yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but you know.
So you don't like the racist music? No.
Again, the only thing that's deliberately racist, but I think it was just supposed to be appalling.
Is Waco Jesus.
No, not Vaginal Jesus. Vaginal Jesus. Yeah. But from what I've been told, because
he's not racist at all.
I don't know. It was Down in the Dead, and it knows me. You know Seth Putnam and those guys. He's like, I think he's like, to my knowledge, he's like, those guys never brought up race or anything like that. It's like, I think it was kind of supposed to be like, kind of like when Deicide started, kind of even Marilyn Manson's brought the thing for the mainstream, just to be shocking, just like, holy fuck, what the fuck? Because nobody else was doing it. Yeah. And hell, everybody's singing about Satan, everybody's singing about necrophilia, everybody's singing about killing and murder and shit like that. What hasn't been done that's going to really shock people, even in the metal scene? I think that was yeah. So I was like, I think that's why they did it, and and nothing else. I just look at it as a joke and find it funny or whatever. Hell, I would think it'd be really cool if a fucking all black band started a fucking death metal project and it was fucking anti-whites. You know what I mean? Hey, cracker, fucking small dick guys. If it was good music, I would buy it. I'd think it's as cool. I could take a joke. And if they hate white guys, well, hey, that's their problem. Hate the white guys. I think you're fucking stupid for hating someone the color of skin. But, I just look at it as a joke. And that's how I take it as a joke. And but if it's got good beats and tunes behind it, then I'll just enjoy the music. So that's how I see it.
But most people of that color like you, so
They do.
they do. It's true.
So, but yeah, let's start a fucking all black band against whites.
Yeah.
You know, call us crackers and what else they call us, little dicks, and
No.
we could have a song called Tweezers on the Dick, fucking shit like that. You know what I mean? All kinds of fun shit. I find it funny.
All right. This is from Analyze again. Question: how do you organize your collection? If that shit's alphabetical, or do you shift the records from what you got new?
Alphabetical, A to Z, motherfucker.
That's right, you do.
The only way to go, because I've been doing this for 20 years. It's the easiest way to find shit, so we can find it within seconds. So yeah, it's 100% alphabetized. 7 inches are alphabetized, LPs are alphabetized, and CDs are alphabetized.
Same at the warehouse.
Correct.
So easy.
Yep.
So this is David Lane. J-Dawg, why do new releases on HHR go up late afternoons on Monday and Wednesday, but early on Friday mornings?
Because generally speaking, it's more of a Chase question, but I mean, he said it. Why is Mondays and Wednesdays are restocks, and Fridays is when people are getting paid and shit like that, and that's all a lot of the really new titles that are coming in. And he's like, well, because it's going up at whatever 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. or whatever the fuck, I don't know what time it comes on Friday, but earlier. And he's like, yeah, but he changed it for that. He's like, for the new arrivals, he's like, because then the guys over in Europe and shit like that, they have a fair chance to get it too, because a lot of times over in Europe, something would be sold out by the time they hit, they see it then. Their time. They're like, what the fuck? It just went up. I wanted to get this. It's already sold out. So I think it was Chase's idea to put it there. That way, like the Americans could go bright and early fuck in the morning, their time, and the Scandinavian, Europe and shit like that, it's afternoon for the evening time. So it's a kind of a fair fight in a sense. So that's why.
So they can get it. So Dan Murrow can get all the good stuff.
Dan Murrow does get all the good
stuff. He does.
Well, he's a friend and a local devil, and I've known Dan for years, and he's definitely one of my best friends as well. So he gets the homeboy fucking treatment.
So this was a question that I didn't look at, but the question was, are we open to the public?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't want to fucking, hey, 100 people coming in at once without any notice.
Right.
But yeah, you can come in and look around, and if you want to just check out there, you can do that.
But we don't get that. What do we get? Some old guy.
Yeah, some old guy asking if we buy Beatle records.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
That's what happens.
That's what we get. Yeah. So if you want to come down and buy death metal, looking for Destroyer 666, we have anything Destroyer 666 kind of stock.
I'm saying sometimes Dwayne comes in.
Yeah. Well, those guys are all friends too. Dwayne,
but
Paul,
it's not usually that walking in the door.
Yeah, I mean, if Matt Soar comes in, hey, I want to buy records, get the fuck out of here. No, I know, but still, even before that, I mean, I consider him a friend, acquaintance, local devil, So yeah, absolutely, come down anytime you want.
So this is just a comment, but I find it funny. This is from RJ.
Comments all the time.
Hey J-Dawg, can you show us some of your rare Slipknot bootlegs?
I don't think Slipknot has any bootlegs. They haven't earned that category. We got, again, like Terrorizer Magazine said, you made it when you got a bootleg. That's why I'm flabbergasted when bands are pissed off that their band's bootleg. Dude, you should be fucking thanking the fucking heavens that you were bootleg. That means you fucking made it.
Somebody we know said that, right?
No, Jamie did, but I told him Terrorizer Magazine said that. You just didn't hear me tell. He's like, oh yeah. And then he said it to you. You're like, oh man, Anthrax is the greatest guy in the world. I was actually J-dawgs that told him. Anyways, it wasn't. It might have been Don that told me years ago. Maybe it was Kanye. Somebody says like Terrorizer Magazine literally wrote it in there years ago. Unless your band's been bootlegged, you haven't done jack shit. Because think about it, nobody's don't get bootlegged. And from what I heard, it was it Ian Ravenscraft? I think. I got to see. He told me that Destroyer 666 somebody bootlegged a vinyl. I think like Live 98 or something. I'm like fuck. And I've been looking for it. I couldn't find it. I think somewhere in China put it out or something. But I would go out and buy it. It's like finally fucking legendary act Destroyer 666 has been bootlegged. And I never really thought of it because I never gone through the list. Who's been bootlegged? Who's been not?
Right,
but I'm like, yeah, Destroyer 666 never been bootlegged.
Who's a band that got really pissed off about being bootlegged? Because I know mine. So
Punch and Stench was definitely one of them.
I'm saying both.
Oh yeah, biggest a bunch of fucking rock stars.
Super pissed off, right?
They're the worst. They threaten to sue you and shit. And they come up. It's basically, from what I understand, Joe, she acts as a lawyer or whatever, and she has this fake law firm that puts it in and says, it's like 10 CDs that we got. What the fuck? I mean, it was all like the only time we got that. This was years ago. Shout out to Athnar. is we had those. I showed them on camera. I kept one for myself. It's great. It was the demos from Bolt Thrower, all bootlegged on CD. And I think we got 10, 11, 12, 15 copies, something like that in. And I got one of them, and we had like 5 left or whatever. We were still pretty small at this time. We were definitely still living in the house together, me, Eric, and Chase.
Not your parents.
Not our parents yet. We were living together, just the 3 of us, but not in the warehouse yet. And she contacted us and was like, "Oh, what?" Like all threatening it. We weren't scared, but a little like, "What the fuck? Like, can you even sue us over 10 discs?" We didn't even put it out. We got them in a trade. I think it was from Mexico, and we're just like, "Look, we'll just send you the copies we had left." She's like, "Fine, fair enough. Just send them to this address." And then we did. We packed them up and sent them to her.
Do you think because you have a distro, like everybody assumes that you're like putting this shit out that you're selling?
It's funny, actually. Another one I'll throw it out there. It's kind of made peace at the end. Was Chris Reifert from Autopsy contacted us a few years ago. We had an Autopsy bootleg LP, and he was all pissed off, and he was accusing us. I'm like, he's like, what did he say? Because it says limited to 250 copies on the back, and we were selling them at $20 a piece. He's like, yeah, so you stole $5,000 from me. I'm like, first of all, dude, $20 times 250 is $5,000. What, it's fucking free to make?
Yeah.
I was like, no, we got them for $15 a piece, and we sold them for $5 markup. And by the way, we got like 10 or 15 in. Let's just say 10 for simple math. That's $50 we made. Send me your PayPal, brah. I'll send you your $50.
Yeah.
That's that, because we didn't put it out. And I point blank told him, I was like, dude, if you don't believe me, Google that LP. I was like, there's multiple other distros selling it.
Yeah, right.
And he did kind of come back, oh, hey, man, I didn't realize that's kind of, he was kind of cool about it. But I did send him some Rainmaker copies. I think we had like 5 left or something.
So you sent them to him?
Yeah, I sent him. And he was cool about it. He's like, yeah, sorry about that, man. You know, I just having a bad day. He was cool about it. But at first, I'm just like, dude, like, yeah, I'm like what? But he really came swinging. I'm like, whoa, dude, first of all, I don't know where you went to school, but your math's not even right. And second of all, we didn't have them, and we didn't do them. And it's, I don't need to do the work for you, but you Google it yourself if you don't believe me. They're all over, like
so you might have bought them.
I think he was good. Oh, good.
All right, ready?
I do. It says he had a funny line though. I was laughing, and I'm like, dude, yeah. But I was like, you guys are a legendary act. I was like, of course, Autopsy's going to get bootlegged. I was like, not to mention, I know for a fact, 'cause I own some. There's Autopsy's been bootlegged in the past, so I don't know what you're so mad about. He's like, that's no excuse. That's like saying someone stole my wallet in the past, and they do now, and I shouldn't be pissed off. I was like, I see the analogy. Yeah. But again, dude, we had 10.
Analogy.
I was like, that's pretty funny. I'll give you that. But I was like, this is still beside the point.
All right, ready?
Yep.
This is Ricky Jones again. Love it. To the Devil. And you. Like, what is your favorite lyrical content?
Definitely, I'll use albums as example. Deicide, Serpents of Lights, Once Upon the Cross, Centurion, A Purest Fire, Corzine, Chaos Gods, Infest Dead, shit like that. Stuff in that vein, where it's Antichrist satanic, but in a kind of a funny way, if you want to say that, to where it's they got good fucking good shots at JC and a kind of an intelligent but funny mockery. Yeah, and it's, especially if it's kind of like thrown in there with rhymes and shit like that. You know what I mean? Things like that. I mean, those would be like even like the Stinky Realm Deicide Incinerate Them, the song Bible Basher, which I think is great. One of the songs, one of the reasons I like that, the lyrics on Bible Basher, they're fucking lyrics. They're great. Mm-hmm. Ram your religion so far up your ass till it becomes a thing of the past. I mean, just shit like that. You know, those are kind of lyrics that those are my favorite. I like other shit. Don't get me wrong. I like the Cannibal Corpse type of lyrics, things of that nature too, and other stuff.
But you like a good pun.
But especially when it's when it's jacking off in the face of JC.
Yeah, you like a good pun. So this is again. I just have to say it. Early Anthrax is barely listenable. Come on.
First 3 records are great. What are you talking about? The first 2 are 10s, and the third one I think is very good. My favorite is actually the second album, Spreading the Disease. That's definitely my favorite. AIR, Medusa, those songs suck. I mean, get out of town, brah. Yeah, those are great. But even Among the Living is good. After Among the Living, what was the 4th one? Is that Persistence of Time, or is that State of Euphoria? I think State of Euphoria is the 4th one. I think State of Euphoria is the 4th one. There is a few songs I like. But there's getting some cringe parts. I'm like, I'm not really liking this. But there were some songs I liked on that too. But the first three, I liked in entirety. So
Anthrax does.
the early albums are great, yeah. They're fucking great.
All right, this is Randy, right?
Our Hill Thrasher, yeah. That's Randy, goddammit.
So I'm just gonna read the bottom half, and he says, "So I asked you the obvious, and several of us are now wondering what concert or gym did the two of you meet at?"
Neither. We met. I was walking down the street. That's how we met.
He was in socks, and he had just had a surgery.
Yeah, so it was the month of May, same month we're in now, so it was warm out, and I just had hernia surgery that day.
Many years ago.
Yeah, 9 years ago now. And I just had a hernia surgery, 3 hernias on my belly button, patched up. Shout out to Dr. Krishnan, also fucking operated on Phil Heath, Fuad Abiyad, Big Rammy, like top guys. He just so happens to be the top hernia surgeon
in Cleveland.
In the U.S.
Well, no, I mean just in Cleveland.
But he's in Cleveland, and from what I've heard, he's even the top hernia surgeon in the world. But he's just happens to be in Cleveland, which is a 45-minute drive for us. And because like literally even Big Ram, he flew from Egypt to get him done. And it's funny, you walk in there, he's got his picture of Phil Heath on there, signed to him, thanks to Dr. Krishnan. So it's pretty fucking cool. And he's actually done 2 surgeries on me now. He did my last one too, which was last year. In my groin, I had 2 hernias in my groin. Well, my first one was 3 in my belly button. Anyways, his protocol is he when you get out of anesthesia, he says go home, take a nap, and kind of until the anesthesia fully wears off. He's like, you're gonna be super drowsy. He's like, so just take a nap. He's like, when you do that, I want you walking as much as possible, preferably up to 3 hours. He's like, just walking around because that's going to provide more blood flow as you can start healing faster. So I was all right. So I got up, I just took a nap on the couch, and I was going to walk, and I went to go kind of put my shoes on. I'm like, fuck. I mean, even bending, it hurt. You know, you're in pain. I just would cut open. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm not putting my shoes on. It's nice out. It's warm out. So I just walk on the sidewalk. And so I started walking on the side. I was walking and bumped into Jdawgs.
So we lived 2 houses down from each other, and my child was 3 at the time, and he like ran out to him, and I was like, oh God, don't go by that guy with no shoes, because he's probably a serial killer. I don't know.
A goddamn Marduk Nightwing shirt with style.
The Ducks.
The Ducks. They quack me up. They quack me up.
And we just hit it off, and he put an Acid Witch CD in my mailbox.
2 days later.
So he got me with Acid Witch. And I had never been to the gym before. Never.
Yeah, we started going to the gym probably about 2 years in a relationship, maybe a little less than 2 years, about a year and a half in. That's when we started going to the gym.
And I left every day. I love it. I would recommend metalheads take your life to the gym and work out with them. I mean, it's definitely been an amazing,
best activity to partake in.
Yeah, for sure. It's been amazing. But yeah, we didn't meet at a show. We didn't meet at the gym. We met walking down the street.
Nope.
So, ready?
Any more questions?
Oh, you want one more? All right. This is, nope, it starts with an R, sorry. Sup, J-Dawg. Good shit as always. I wonder how many of these sixers are younger heads. I'm 36 and still consider myself a young head. You are too, LOL. Shit, you should do a roll call on that shit, or not, fuck it. My real question, on the HHR site, you guys use to have tour dates, show dates, and shit like that for bands. You guys need to put that shit back up. I get maybe not every fucking metal band on earth, but HHR bands.
Yeah, that was up to Chase, and I think just that the bands send it to him, because he's the one that does all the site updating. Matter if they just, hey, you want to advertise this or not, but we would do it, as a favor and just do it. It's kind of up to them, and I don't know why if Chase was asking around, nobody was submitting anything. Never really thought about why that stopped or whatnot. And COVID had a lot to do with it. Yeah, but I don't know how long, because I know what he's talking about, but it seems like I don't know how long ago. Was the last time he did it. Well, like little things we do help out, like John McAtee for a couple incantation fests that are coming up. One's in June now. He printed off 500 flyers front and back. He said, "Hey guys, I just flyers." He said, "Can you just print them off He's like, just put them in all the U.S. orders. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So in the U.S. orders, just stick them in there. So like things like that when bands want us to help out or whatever, yeah, absolutely, we're definitely doing it. We got a very good business relationship with John and Incantation and so stuff like that. When they asked, yeah, absolutely. But if John said, yeah, hey, we're doing a U.S. tour, can Hells put it on their site? Chase ain't gonna be like, take a hike, dude. I mean, he would do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just up to kind of up the bands and provide it and ask, and yeah, I'm sure he'd.
Well, I think we do have a good relationship with some of the bands. You know, King, you know, all the bands we work with. Yeah.
I mean, most of them know Chase though, and that the business relationship to them, and that's what they know. Just Hell's Headbangers is Chase because they're the ones talking. I'm like State Perdition Temple, Gene. He talks to them, but he talked to me a little bit on my YouTube channel, but things like that. He probably even know who the fuck I was. Granted, he met me briefly at Headbash, but I doubt he remembers. So maybe I don't know. Maybe he does. But nonetheless, he was kind of talking to, always going through Chase because Chase the one that's his department. That's what he handles. So. But I think people are getting more and more familiar now with myself because just doing the channel. Right. But then some run it through Eric. Eric's in contact with like Mark Vempatego, and KK from Destroyer 66 does the contacting through Eric. I think is it what's it? Deathhammer probably through Chase. Yeah, probably through Chase. But some of it I think because they were doing a lot of layouts in the past, like Destroyer 66, the Empatego, stuff like that. So they were in contact with Eric. So I think from anything further, they kind of just like, here's the guy I was talking to, just run it through him. But I know for a fact that Destroyer 66 is KK because there's a couple things that popped up, new stuff. KK asked, hey, do you want to do this deal of a reissue? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, shoot me over an offer. And I was attached on the email with me and Chase. He's like, Eric's like, what do you guys think? Like, what should we offer? And not that. So, yeah, that's pretty much answered that. Anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. You know what to do. Questions, comments, concerns, goddammit. Leave it in there. We'll get them answered bright and early. See you later, goddammit.